Really good win. I mean, it's a win in the SEC. It's a really good South Carolina program. They fought, obviously, till the bitter end and continued to cause havoc with their defensive pressure and press. And these ones are so hard to come by in this league, and we'll cherish every one of them. Very fortunate to come out on top. Played a really good first half. I think it started with our ball security and our decisions. Just having 3 turnovers at halftime was the biggest difference in us. You know, if we sat there at halftime and looked at the stat sheet and had 7 or 8, it would have been a very close game. Heck, we could have been down. You think you did a good job on Murray Boyles collectively, and you look down, he had 18 and 5 assists. He's a handful. I thought Thomas was really good, really stepped up in the second half. Asa Newell was terrific for us. Dakota LaFew gets his first start and really capitalized, took advantage, played really, really well. I mean, he had 14 points. It's arguably his best game as a Bulldog, 4 assists, 1 turnover. I thought Silas versus pressure late and defensively throughout was really, really solid, just continues to grow. And then Dylan James was maybe the biggest, I shouldn't say the biggest factor, but an X factor for us for sure. The way he came in and impacted the game offensively and defensively. Played with confidence. I know he had one go in off the glass, but if anyone deserves that, it's him. As much time as he spends in the gym, as much time as he's worked on his stroke and skill level. But he gave us a huge lift, 21 minutes, no turnovers, knowing that's what we're emphasizing as much as anything. But did some good stuff on the interior as well. So really good win for us. We got to continue to get better.
Both Asa and Dylan were pretty emphatic about this being a must-win for the team today. Would you feel the same way as a
No, they probably just kind of reverted back to youth. You know, we have not talked. None of them are must-wins. You know, all of them are opportunities. Our practice here in a couple of days is must do well, must grow. You know, but they're all we need to celebrate all of them because they're all so hard to come by, for sure. And doesn't get any easier. Tough road ahead, but a lot of opportunity too. We got to just continue to focus on valuing the basketball, defensive rebounding, which was really good at times. Offensive rebounding needs to continue to get a little bit better, but their attention to detail with defending their glass is really high as well.
You mentioned Dylan's play tonight, but 8 of those points came in succession there in the first half and kind of fueled a run. What do you see from his confidence tonight and the increased role he has?
He's just the same guy. We call him Everyday Dill. I mean, you know, we got a few everyday guys. You know, Justin Abson, you got to put in that conversation. Dakota, Asa, RJ. We've got guys that have just got a consistent approach to work, a consistent demeanor, pretty unique. Probably the most on any team that I've coached. Obviously, we've got a ways to go, but to have 4, 5, 6 guys that you know are going to be the same every day with their approach to practice, and none of them have a better approach or a better consistency than Dylan. He's either first or tied for first with a few other guys. So it's not surprising. I mean, the way he finished last season in the NIT run just got better and better, and he's had opportunities not given to him here in some of these SEC games. And you know how that is as a coach and as a staff. We'll continue to reevaluate that because he just continues to do positive things for us. He's also one of these guys that's you know, he's more switchable defensively for us. Offensively, he's more of a versatile guy. You know, he's the only guy on the team we have him playing multiple positions every day, and he embraces that. And so it's a luxury to have. Played really well.
Is it Everyday Dill or Everyday Dylan?
We call him Dill. A lot of us call him Dill. Yeah, especially after he dunks it.
Kind of went into the secret start Dakota tonight.
What went into it?
Yeah.
Just to change it up a little bit. You're not penalizing one guy and rewarding another guy. I don't care who stars, but I know young people do. When I was in college, I enjoyed hearing my name being called, but more important to me was winning and trying to get to a tournament, winning a big game. But But when you've got a really good culture, it shouldn't matter that much. And I don't think Dakota was much different. He's really handled it well coming off the bench. We've considered him a starter, of course. What went into it? I don't want to dodge your question. Trying to jumpstart him and jumpstart Tyron at the same time. Trying to get Tyron on the ball a little bit more and Dakota off the ball a little bit more, just changing our rotations and how those first couple substitutions would go. It was that simple. Let's see if both of them will play better, if we just flip-flop them here against South Carolina.
DeShane and Justin, are they dealing with injuries?
No on DeShane. Justin had an illness. He's been out. He was actually cleared after shoot-around. He hasn't done anything there in a couple days. Felt decent after shoot-around and would have given it a go if we had called his name.
This was one of y'all's better nights shooting-wise as a team. Were there things you saw tonight that you feel like can carry over going into this?
We shot it with more confidence. We didn't have great ball movement. It's hard to do with those guys with the ball pressure and the extension, and we didn't get a ton of paint touches off of ball screens or dribble penetration. We got some paint touches off of post ups and hitting our bigs in the middle of the court at times, which led to some kick out threes. But we also had some transition threes. The one late with Blue, I hope that we can ride some momentum with that one. We're being pressed. Made some good decisions, simple plays, pitch ahead, shot it with confidence, and that's what you got to do in this league. You make or miss. Miss 3 in a row, shoot it again. We want an A shot. If you got an A shot, you can't worry about whether it's going to go in or not. SEC shooters, just let it fly.
You mentioned confidence. Asa said a couple times in the back here that
Yep.
he feels like he's getting their swagger back. Did you see that today, and can you take that back on the road now?
It was a home game where we made shots. I thought we played with a decent amount of swagger, but I think we have at times, even in the past 4 as well. But yeah, that's an area that we've got to continue to improve upon for sure. Especially with these, we've got a young team, and we also don't have a bunch of guys that have experienced winning experience at this level. Made a couple of those last few games interesting, of course. Just didn't do enough. Played with more confidence tonight. It's easier said than done to do that on the road, but we'll talk about it, and we'll continue to challenge our guys to. You don't play with confidence, especially on the road in this league. It's just it's hard. It's hard to score.
What did you think of Dakota's behind the back pass there to Asa?
That was one of those no, great pass. Just being honest with you. Good vision, and it was a good bucket for us. We'll take
What
it.
do you think of taking your team to Tuscaloosa with that opponent and that setting?
We've been here before. We just played one. Fayetteville, Knoxville. There's a lot of great environments. I'm not going to rank them. It's just, but a good team on the road, a really good SEC team on the road is very, very difficult, as we all know. But we'll prepare, and we'll be excited about the opportunity to see how well we can play against one of the best teams in the country.